Hi.
Hi, welcome to myFM, Tyson.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So, third time's a charm. Congratulations on winning Survivor, Blood vs. Water.
Thank you. It's crazy, right?
I know. So not only did you just win Survivor, you blew Monica and Jervis out of the water by getting all the jury votes except one. Were you shocked to see that?
Not entirely after the final tribal council. If you would have told me before the final tribal council, I would have thought it would have been a closer game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the final tribal council, I think, is what I did.
I have to admit, though, I'm kind of shocked that Monica didn't get more votes because she really did give it her all during the season and won a ton of challenges. But what was it about her, in your opinion, that the jury didn't like?
I think they just feel like they didn't know her. I think that's what it came down to. Like, they didn't make a personal connection with her. And a lot of the game, even though it is strategic and stuff, part of the strategy is getting to know people, blending people.
Yeah, making friends.
And making friends, exactly. So I think she's a little bit closed as a person.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to open up, and I think that was difficult for some people to take.
How about Jervis? So the poor guy didn't even get one vote.
I know. Jervis deserves some votes.
Yeah. Now the
Don't you think?
Yeah, sure. You can say that.
Well, after the final tribal council, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But going into the final tribal council, I think he definitely had earned some votes. He wasn't as big of a coattail rider as people assumed he was.
No. Yeah, and I mean, the last tribal council is all about speaking up as much as you can and, getting people to like you, but he just kind of sat back and, answered questions when he could, and that's about it.
Right, it's true. And he didn't take credit for some of the stuff. Like, I kind of stepped up and just was like, I'm just doing it.
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing about Survivor is that you play the game, you go back to your regular life, and then wait months until the finale. So during the waiting time, did you know that you were the winner? Like, did you assume that, yeah, I got this?
I assumed I had because just based on the read of the final tribal council, I got off pretty easy in that final tribal council.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they hounded Monica, they kind of mocked Jervis, and then they were like, Tyson, you played a great game, we have no questions for you.
Yeah. It was kind of...
So I was like, cool.
It was nice and tame this season, I found.
Yeah. Was that refreshing or was that annoying?
It was good. It was good. I thought they would be a little more bitter, but hey, it's all part of the game.
I thought they would too. Like, my read on them every time I went to tribal council and voted another one of their comrades out was, they're pissed at me.
Yeah.
And I used that to my advantage. I was like, these guys are pissed at me. You're going to want to keep me in the game as long as you can.
Yeah, exactly. So how about the final tribal council? How did you prepare to face the jury, or did it just kind of all come to you as the questions were asked?
Yeah, I just winged it. It's just the classic, like, what would you say, a salesman pitch. It's just tell people what they want to hear.
That's right.
It's all about telling people what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And so the more sincere you can be about it by using reality, the better. But that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I winged most of it. Mm-hmm. I had an idea going in with my pitch that I needed to seem a little more human and not so cold-hearted. So I tried my best to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Tyson, your girlfriend Rachel, she was voted out pretty early in the game. So was it during that time where you decided, all right, I'm here to win?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't even so much win, it was just to get to day 39. Because I knew that getting to day 39 would be a struggle enough. And if I could get to day 39, then I would at least have a shot. I could at least argue and fight for the $1 million. So it was more just about getting to day 39, and it just kind of helps me just stay focused when I was having a down day or something, and say, you got to keep on it and keep playing the game, because the second you step back from the game, you lose control.
I was just going to say, how did you stay so in control, though? Because you always seem to be one step ahead of everyone else, and you're always on your game.
You have to keep your ear to the ground, and it really is about the relationships. Like, I work every day with every single person to make them feel more comfortable with me than they could with anybody else. Mm-hmm. And even within my alliance, I made those people feel better about me than they did with each other.
It was really nice when we saw you try and give Monica your hidden immunity idol. That was very sweet of you. She didn't take it,
Thank
though.
you. Yeah, she didn't take it. I felt like it was a way to lock her in really good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so I felt like, I know she had it rough with those attacks from Sierra and Hayden. And I felt bad because they were blaming me for something I didn't do. Mm-hmm. And Monica was crying and kind of heartbroken over it. And so it made it, it was a little hard.
So, Tyson, we know you've played twice before, so how different was this season compared to the last two?
Well, I won this season.
Yeah,
so that's
there we
one
go.
of the main differences.
Yep.
I'm older, so maybe I'm a little more wise.
There you go.
I played it 3 times. And,
yeah.
And, I don't know. I mean, the one thing that I into the game, even before I had really made a big push to get to the end, was I am going to have fun. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to have maximum amounts of fun. And if it doesn't work out for me, at least I will have had a great time.
There we go. And fun.
And that's why the Coconut Bandits were born. Because I was like, this is going to be hilarious, and I don't want to feel hungry.
Okay, actually, I remember that scene. That was hilarious. So, final question. What do you plan on doing with your $1 million? Perhaps a wedding in the near future?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. No other plans?
Yeah, I'm going to take a ton of days off work.
Okay.
And probably make a bunch of bad decisions.
Why don't you do some traveling? Come up here to Canada. See what it's like here.
I am going to do some traveling. Canada in the winter.
It is a little cold up here. You might want to wait till the summer.
Yeah, I've actually never been to Canada, and I would love to go to Canada. So I will make my way up there. Rachel's not a skier.
Oh, no?
So we would probably have to wait till the summer.
All right, come in the summer. Well, thanks so much for joining me today on myFM. And again, congratulations, Tyson.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.